Yeah, Pinkie said while licking her lips, the hot tension building up. Fluttershy lowered her head while resting her hooves on Pinkie's legs, spreading them apart and making her relax as she engulfed one of Pinkie's balls into her mouth. Alright. Gently getting the other as well before moaning and licking onto both of them at the same time. See, I told him that I do like testicle play because, personally, I do find the testicles, when they're played with, it's very nice. Pinkie's back bent upwards at the treatment and she squirmed around, breathing heavier and blushing harder. Fluttershy licked along the length of the bottom to top before closing her mouth around the tip and then got as much into her mouth as she could manage, bobbing her head up and down repeatedly, moaning and slurping onto the hot member. All the attention had made Pinkie rock hard, and the tickling growing stronger as Fluttershy only increased the speed of sucking, and slurping sounds only turning her more on than she already was. Fluttershy! No. This is... Fluttershy! Yeah, I'm about to pop! Fluttershy's ears went straight upwards as she understood there wasn't much time left, which only made her go even rougher. Pinkie's moans turned louder. Her breathing was getting faster and she began to get very hot all over, feeling the build-up nearing its end of first act. Fluttershy refused to let go of Pinkie's party cannon. And kept going hot and passionately, only to look up and see all the hot action making Pinkie reveal her nearing orgasm face, much to Fluttershy's satisfaction. Fluttershy was doing great. Well, almost too great, as Pinkie let out a last big moan and the hot juices streamed from her like a fountain. Fluttershy's eyes widened as she squeaked as her cheeks got filled to the limit, but she managed to close her lips all around Pinkie's member without spilling a drop. Each new squirt Pinkie made was thick and very hot, and, surprisingly, a bit sugary instead of salty. Fluttershy closed her eyes and relaxed her throat, and she gulped down everything Pinkie could give her. Gulping down Pinkie's hot sauce had made Fluttershy erect again, but she didn't want to be selfish, so she finished cleaning up Pinkie Pie before asking anything. Did I do good? Fluttershy asked shyly. Pinkie was panting with her tongue hanging out with a smile. She looked down at Fluttershy and nodded. It was amazing! It felt like a bazillion times better than when I tried to clop it off myself! Clop. Her member throbbed in excitement. Already? They just finished. Like after you fap, it just goes down. It doesn't stay hard. Maybe if you're lucky it does, but it just doesn't do that. I guess Fluttershy must be really attractive. But, there's something else I think would feel even better than that. And for the both of us at the same time. She gave Fluttershy a kinky look, as she knew Fluttershy was still in the mood. What is the... Oh my... Fluttershy meeped and blushed greatly, as Pinkie Pie had spread her butt cheeks apart, revealing her big, firm, pinkalicious booty. The small hole looked so tight, yet soft. Alright. It's a little bit. It only made Fluttershy even more eager to dig into it. Pinkie, can I really? Oh yeah! This pie still needs some sweet filling, and only yours will do, Fluttershy. A hot wave came over Fluttershy as she heard Pinkie's words. Fluttershy huffed through her nostrils by bare arousement, Pinkie's position just welcoming, and yes, almost begging her to do whatever she desired. Pinkie Pie was for her taking. Fluttershy wouldn't waste any more time and crawled close to Pinkie to get into position, very carefully trying to guide her tip into Pinkie's pie hole. Pinkie's pie hole, as she bit her lower lip. Pinkie and Fluttershy both let out gentle moans once they were connected, Pinkie letting out a small whine. Are you alright, Pinkie? I didn't hurt you, did I? Fluttershy's concern for her friend's whine made her almost panic. She didn't want to spoil this by any chance. Pinkie bit her lip and smiled back to Fluttershy. It's okay. You're Mr. Wee Wee. Your Mr. Wee Wee and my Miss Pie have just met. They just have to get to know each other a little better. Pinkie then gave Fluttershy a little thrust, so the humping could get Pinkie more used to Fluttershy's size. Fluttershy let out a surprised gasp and almost fell onto Pinkie, but managed to stop herself with her hooves against the ground so they would be facing each other. You know, I consider both of them very lucky that they're able to climax twice, because I know they're going to climax again. I consider both of them very fortunate that they're able to climax twice in the same session. I mean, I've never actually had intercourse, but I'm assuming that even if that was the case, I would only be able to ejaculate once, you know. So, you know, I always found these stories a little strange how they could just continuously produce all this semen, you know. It doesn't make much sense. Maybe if you're a horse, it works. I don't know, but in human terms, it's not so great. So they'd be facing each other. Pinkie and Fluttershy looked into their partner's eyes. Pinkie smiling and kissing Fluttershy right away, dragging her closer and wrapping her hind legs around Fluttershy, forcing her to go even deeper, making Pinkie moan into the kiss. See, now that sounds hot. This made Fluttershy moan too, but she finally got working, starting out gently and calmly, getting used to the tight warmth that was wrapped around her. She kept thrusting in this rhythm for a while, kissing back the pink mare as they locked lips once again and their tongues met in endless twirls and kinky nibbles. The passion builded. The passion built. The atmosphere was just right, so the Pegasus began to drill deeper into the naughty party mare. Pinkie encouraged Fluttershy to go even further. Ah, oh yes, oh sweet Celestia. Please don't stop! Sorry, I'm not doing those sounds. It's not my thing. Pinkie's moans were like sweet music to Fluttershy's ears. Sweet, very arousing music. I lost my place again. The Pegasus held Pinkie closer as she humped away, going rougher and deeper. Pinkie wrapped her hind legs around Fluttershy to intensify the moment coming up, kissing Fluttershy deeply and moaning more, sweating and preeing from the hot loving she was. Oh, now that. From the hot loving she was receiving. Fluttershy went faster, now going so fast it made Pinkie's sexy pink booty jiggle with each with each thrust. Oh goodness! Fluttershy moaned out, still thrusting into Pinkie Pie's hole. Pinkie was moaning along with her, still erect from last time. Fluttershy let out a little grunt and began to slow down. Pinkie, I can't wait any longer. I'm sorry, I just simply can't. She cried out in desperation and threw herself beside Pinkie. Pinkie's eyes widened as the sudden change of roles and blushed dark red as she looked over at Fluttershy, who was now too much in heat by now to wait for her turn. Oh, God. I want you so badly. I've never been this worked up before. Please, buck my naughty little bunny hole as much as you like. I'm all yours. Oh, Fluttershy, taking control. Fluttershy couldn't believe what she was saying, but it was true. Her long-awaited turn couldn't be postponed any longer. She needed it immediately. Pinkie just smiled and said, "Okie dokie Loki," granting the needy Pegasus's wish, gently leaning over Fluttershy, guiding her big soft tip into her love. When Pinkie thrust it into her, they both moaned out again. Fluttershy couldn't contain her excitement. Ah! Oh, yes! 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 Love me, Pinkie! Love me hard! She moaned out loudly, clinging tightly onto Pinkie. Pinkie's thrusts started out gently, then going faster and more passionate with each movement, the tender, sweet loving between them lasting longer than they had ever imagined. Fluttershy attempted to keep her moans down, biting her lower lip and closing her eyes, occasionally sighing out Pinkie's name. Pinkie took advantage of the opportunity and began to whisper into Fluttershy's ear, while still moving her smoothly. Yeah. You like Pinkie's lollipop, She half moaned out, arousing her not-so-shy friend to no end. Oh, yes. Mama loves it, she said back in her moaning sweet tone, licking her lips, getting wilder as she thrusted back at Pinkie. Feeling Fluttershy's thrust, the pink mare got the impression her friend wanted it even rougher, and gently went to work, picking up the pace. But Fluttershy wasn't satisfied yet. and she grabbed around Pinkie Pie and pushed her back, now lying on top, biting her lower lip as she began to slam herself down on Pinkie, forcing Pinkie's sensitive tip to go all the way in with each move. Ooh. Fluttershy! Ah! For once, Pinkie's senses didn't warn her about this sudden move, as she slowly laid her hooves on Fluttershy's hips and grinned her teeth, barely able to make a straight face while the wild Pegasus had her way. Oh, God. I guess, my screech that I just did wasn't quite capturing enough of the moment. I mean, it's in all caps. And I mean, I'm not good at Pinkie Pie yelling, so, Anyways, she's having a good time, and it's really passionate, and I don't want you to get the sense that it's very chaotic, so I'm going to try that one more time. Fluttershy! Ah! Fluttershy suddenly went faster, her own love grown tender once again, feeling the final climax approaching. Oh, yes! Fill me up! Mama wants her Pinkie cream filling! Pinkie's last and biggest finish was nearing too, the tickling in her tip begging to release inside the soft, hot, warm Pegasus that was wrapped so nicely around her. Come, can't hold it. Pinkie was hugging her friend tightly, pressing her head against the soft coat-covered chest on her friend, thrusting balls deep into her as she came, and kept coming inside of the hot yellow Pegasus, pumping every last drop that had been saved up into her, experiencing a warmth and release so sweet and perfect, it almost made her dizzy. Fluttershy wrapped her hooves around her pink friend, letting out quiet moans with each filling. Never felt so sexy and satisfied before. They were both huffing and moaning afterwards, lying down beside each other on the messy carpet. A little while afterwards, they were snuggling and comforting each other passionately, giggling and playfully kissing each other. Pinkie was resting in Fluttershy's hooves, now both lying down and resting from the naughty session. Fluttershy nuzzled Pinkie's mane. Pinkie? Would you, like to have another picnic sometime? I mean, that is, if you don't mind. Pinkie responded with a quiet giggle and rubbed the underside of her head against Fluttershy's chin. You know I'm always up for a good party. I'd love to. Pinkie then pressed her lips against Fluttershy's, giving the other a little goodnight kiss as they both dozed off in the sunny hill, taking the well-deserved rest after having the hottest picnic ever. The end. Oh, well, Christopher, you did a pretty good job. There were some things that were, but that was only the butthole description. I'm not a big fan of anal, but, with balls, with the testicles, it comes with it, so in that scenario, it's very nice. But the description of the asshole is not my thing, so whatever, it's okay, whatever, it's okay. Very good, very nice. 9 out of 10, 9 out of 10. So next, I am going to be reading a Grimdark, and then after that is going to be Decay by Thyri. So I hope everybody's looking forward to that, because I know some of you really don't enjoy Clopfic readings. I'm sorry. Have a good one, every pony.